Hey guys, so I'm going to give you a refresher on slope-intercept form today. As you know, y equals mx plus b is slope-intercept form. M stands for slope and b stands for y-intercept. So throughout this video, it's going to stop and ask you questions, and then it will grade you at the end, and that will be the grade that you get today. So the first equation is y equals 2/5 x minus 1. First thing you want to do is identify your m. Your m is what's attached to your x, so in this case, it's 2/5. Remember, your top number tells you if you're going up or down. Your bottom number tells you if you're going left or right. Because the 2 is positive, you know you're going up. And since 5 is positive, you know you're going right. Think of it on a number line. If you go right, it's positive. If you go left, it's negative. And on a thermometer, if you go above 0, it's positive. So if you go up, it's positive. If you go below 0, it's negative. Your b is your other number that's added or subtracted from the x. In this case, your b is -1. So you're going to take your graph. Remember that y goes to the sky. And you say to yourself, what comes first in the alphabet? Hopefully you said B does. So you're going to highlight your y-axis, or just look for it if you're doing it on IXL, because obviously you can't highlight it. Your first dot goes on the y-axis on the B, so your first dot is going on -1. From this point, you're going to go up 2 and down 5. So you leave your pen, your pencil, your mouse, whatever, where it is. You're going to count up 2/5 and put a dot. And then remember, you have to reverse it. So you go back to your starting point. We know the opposite of up is down. The opposite of right is left. So from here, you're going to go down 2, left 5, put your dot, connect your dots, and put your arrows at the end. First problem done. All right, next problem, we got y equals 2x. So again, we look for our m, and we know that m stands for slope. We also need to find our b, and we know that b stands for what? The y-intercept. So look for what is attached to x. In this case, we have a 2. You should know that a whole number, though, when you're dealing with slope, is always over 1. Since the top number is positive, does that tell us if we're going up or to the right? Hopefully you said up, because it's always rise over run. And the bottom number tells us if we're going left or right. In this case, it's right. Now, if you notice, for your b, there's no number that's added or subtracted from your x. So what's a number that represents nothing? 0. So take your graph, highlight your y-axis. We know y goes to the sky, so this is y. And what comes first in the alphabet, M or B? Hopefully you said B. So put your dot on 0. From this point, you're going up 2, right 1, put a dot. Then go back to your starting point. The opposite of up 2 is down 2, and the opposite of right 1 is left 1. And remember, you could really keep going all the way if you wanted to, but it is not required. And always connect your dots and put the arrows at the end. Next one, we got y equals -x. We got m and b. If we have a variable but there's no number in front of it, you know that what number should go there. Hopefully you said a 1. So in this case, our slope is -1, but we know we can't just have a whole number. When we're dealing with slope, it has to be a fraction, so we put it over 1. Now we have a negative number on top. Does that tell us we're going up or down? Hopefully you said down. And the bottom is positive, so we're either going left or right. In this case, since it's positive, we're going right. And b is the number added or subtracted from x. Since there's nothing there, we know that b is in fact 0. So I'm going to highlight my y-axis. What do I graph first, m or b? Hopefully you said b. So your first dot goes on 0. From this point, you're going to go down 1, right 1, put a dot. Then go back to your starting point and reverse it. The opposite of down 1 is up 1. The opposite of right 1 is left. Connect your dots, put your arrows, and you're good. Next one we have y equals -3/4 x minus 8. Again, you need to identify m and b. In this case, you should know your m is what? And your b is going to be -8. Label what's going on. We have a -3 up top, so that either tells me I'm going up or down. Since it's negative, I'm going down. 4 tells me I'm going left or right. Since it's positive, I'm going right. Highlight your y-axis. First dot is going on your b. Remember, b stands for what? Your y-intercept, which is why it's going on the y-axis. So I'm going to count down -8, which is here. Now from this point, I need to go down 3, but can I go down 3? You probably can't even see, but no, I can't go down 3. I can only go down 2. So when you can't go down or up the amount that you need to, you reverse both of these. So the opposite of down is up, the opposite of right is left. So I'm going to take my dot, and instead of going down 3 because I can't, I'm going to go up 3. And then because I reverse the top number, I have to follow the reversal on the bottom. So I'm going to go left 4, put a dot, and because we always want you to have 3 dots, just keep going, up another 3, left another 4, connect your dots, and put your arrows so it looks like that. So say we had y equals 3/7 x plus 9. You know the drill. First we have to identify what? We know that m is going to be 3/7, b is going to be a 9, and in this case both of our numbers are positive, so this tells me I'm either going up or to the right. Which one is it? Hopefully you said up because it's the top number. 7 tells me I'm going to the right. On your board, highlight your y-axis. Since b stands for y-intercept, and your y-intercept always falls on your y-axis, put your dot on 9, which is here. Use your slope from this point. Can I go up 3? No, I can't. So remember, you have to reverse both of these. The opposite of up is down. The opposite of right is left. So from this point, you're going to use your reversal. Instead of going up 3, you're going down 3 and left 7. And this one, I wonder if we could do another point or not. Oh, we can. Lucky us. Connect your dots. Draw your arrow. All right, we are going to do 2 more, and that is it. So say we had y equals x. If we have no number, but we have a variable, what goes there? 1. Now my m, I put a 1. Is that correct? No, because it has to be over 1. I know this is up and to the right. And my B, if there's nothing there, what number represents nothing? 0. So highlight your y-axis. Remember, B comes first in the alphabet. That's how you remember you graph B first. Put your dot on the origin. From the origin, you're going to go up 1, right 1, put a dot. Back to your starting point. Go down 1, left 1. Connect your dots and you're good. And last but not least, let's do y equals negative 1/5 x minus 2. All right, my m, you should know at this point. My b, you should also know. Label your slope. I have a negative number up top, which means it is now going which way, up or down? Hopefully you said down. Positive number on the bottom tells me I'm going right. Take your board, highlight your y-axis. Graph your B first, so a dot on negative 2. From this point, we're just following this. We're going down 1, right 5. So down 1, right 5, put a dot. Then we reverse it. So the opposite of down is up, the opposite of right is left. So go back to your starting point and now go up 1, left 5. Connect your dots, put your arrows, and you are good.